My child, stop right here. Something just shifted around you the moment your eyes fell on this message. The atmosphere changed, and you can feel it, even if you don't fully understand it yet. That sudden pull in your spirit, like a magnet, that breath you didn't realize you were holding, releasing slowly now. That quiet trembling inside your chest, that flutter, that is me. That is my presence. I am stepping into your moment with a seriousness you have not felt from me before. I am not playing, I am not casual, and I need you to hear me without running, without fleeing, without doubting, without questioning, without distracting yourself, without looking away, because this is urgent. This matters. I am not speaking casually, like a friend over coffee. I am not whispering gently like I have done so many times before, in the quiet of the night. I am raising my voice in your spirit, shouting in the silence, because heaven has placed this message before you with intention, with purpose, precision, exactness, and divine timing. Urgent. I am commanding you to open this, to receive this. This is my final message to you in this season. Do not ignore me this one last time. Do not turn away. I am not saying this to frighten you. Fear is not my tool. I am saying it because I love you too deeply to let you slip away from what is coming toward you. You do not know how close you are to the edge of something new, something beautiful. You do not know how close you are to breakthrough, to shattering the glass ceiling, to clarity, seeing through the fog, to healing, mending the broken pieces, to the moment you have prayed for without even realizing how close it stands. And because you do not see what I see, the full picture, because you do not feel the full weight of what is moving around your life in the unseen, the spiritual realm, I am stepping in with urgency. I am intervening. If you walk away from this moment, if you scroll past, if you brush this off the way you have brushed off other signs I placed in your path, those gentle nudges, if you tell yourself, I'll read this later, I'll deal with this tomorrow, you may miss something that was meant to shift your future. My child, I am not exaggerating. I speak truth. There is something woven into this message that your spirit needs now, immediately, not tomorrow, not later, now. This moment is not like the others. It is set apart, and you can feel that truth rising inside you even as you read, confirming my words. You have ignored my gentle whispers before. Pretend you didn't hear. You have silenced the tug in your heart because you were busy, distracted, overwhelmed, drowning, hurt, wounded, confused, lost, or afraid, terrified. You have walked past signs I placed in your path, clear markers, thinking they were coincidences or emotional illusions, tricks of the mind. You have told yourself, maybe it's not God, maybe it's just me, when it was me all along. You have pushed aside my warnings because you didn't want to face what they would require you to change or confront, the hard work. And I did not stop you. I respected your choice. I let you walk your path, your detour. I stayed beside you, waiting, hoping you would notice when I reached for you. But this moment is different. It is pivotal. This moment carries too much spiritual weight for me to let you ignore it again. It is too heavy. This moment is the intersection between your past and your future, the crossroads, the bridge between where you've been and where I am taking you, the connection, the breath before a turning point begins, the inhale. That is why I am calling out to you with urgency, loudly, with sorrow in my tone, for the pain you have carried, the unnecessary burden, but also with power, authority, because I refuse to let you walk into another cycle of loss or confusion when something greater has already been set in place for you. I need you to understand something deeply. You did not land on this message by accident. It was not random. You did not scroll your way here aimlessly. You did not stumble into this by chance, blindly. Your spirit was guided here, led by my hand.
Whether you felt a small pull, a tug, a sudden pause, a stop, an expected curiosity, a wonder, or an inner voice urging you to stop, commanding you, that was me. I brought you here because your heart has reached the exact level of awareness where it is finally able to receive what I have been trying to give you for so long. You are ready. Heaven has opened a window over your life, a portal, a rare moment where things align in ways they do not always align, perfect synchronization. And if you walk away, if you leave, that moment will not wait indefinitely. It will pass. I am not threatening you, never. I am telling you the truth that your spirit already senses deep down. This is divine timing, Kairos time. This is heaven intervening, stepping in. This is me placing my hand gently, tenderly, firmly, securely, lovingly over yours and saying, listen now. You have been carrying so much, my child, heavy loads. You have been wandering through days that felt empty and nights that felt endless, wandering in the desert. You have been trying to hold yourself together when your heart felt like it was breaking quietly inside your chest, shattering silently. You have been living with questions that torment your thoughts, keeping you awake, with fears that make you doubt your path, paralyzing you, with wounds that still ache no matter how much time has passed, old scars.
I have watched all of this not from afar, not from a distance, but from inches away, right next to you. I have stood beside you while you cried, holding you. I have held your heart when it shook, calming it. I have whispered reassurance into your spirit when you felt like you were falling apart, stitching you back together. I have protected you from things you never even knew were coming against you, invisible battles. And yet, even with all the love I have poured over you, showered you with, you have often convinced yourself that you were alone, abandoned. But you were never alone, never. Not even for a breath, not one inhale, not even for a moment, not 1 second, not even in the seasons when you could not feel me, the winter seasons. And now I am here again. I have returned, not as a gentle whisper, not soft, not as a quiet thought, not subtle, but as a force stepping into your world, powerful, saying, enough. Listen to me now. Pay attention, because this moment has the power to open something inside you that has been shut for too long, locked away. This moment has the power to change the direction of your steps, alter your course. This moment has the power to pull you out of cycles that have kept you trapped, breaking the chains. This moment has the power to unlock clarity in areas that have confused you for years, bringing light. This moment has the power to bring you into alignment with a life you were meant to live, your true destiny. That is why I am speaking with urgency, pressing you. That is why I am commanding your attention, demanding it. That is why your heart feels warm, burning, tense, tight, awakened, alive, or emotional, tearful. Right now, your spirit recognizes my voice, knows my sound, even if your mind is still catching up, trying to process. You feel seen in a way you cannot explain, naked. You feel reached in a way you didn't expect, touched. You feel something inside you shifting, like the ground beneath your soul is moving, an earthquake of the spirit. That is because heaven is breathing into your life right now. The breath of God. My child, this message is not just words, ink on a page. It is a turning point, a pivot, a marker, a signpost, a crossroads, a decision, a spiritual interruption so divine it would have found you anywhere you tried to hide. I need you to stay. Don't go. I need you to listen. Hear me. I need you to understand that this message carries something your future depends on. Your destiny hangs in the balance. Not because I am threatening you, fear is not my way,
but because I love you enough to tell you the truth, the hard truth. This is my final message to you in this season, the closing chapter. Not final as in I will stop speaking, I am always speaking, but final as in this is your last warning before the shift begins, the trumpet blast, your last call before the door moves, before it shuts, your last moment to open your heart before what is coming arrives, preparation. I will not let this moment pass without you knowing its importance, its gravity. You are chosen in this moment, selected. You are held in this moment, embraced. You are seen, known, and pursued in this moment, chased down. And now that I have your attention, now that you are looking at me, now that your spirit is awake, alert, now that you feel me near, close, I want you to breathe. Inhale and prepare yourself for what I'm about to say next, because it will go deeper than anything you've heard before. My child, let me speak to you with a depth and seriousness that reaches into the very center of who you are, the core of who you are. Because when I call this a final message, a last word, I do not speak of abandoning you, leaving you, nor do I speak of withdrawing my presence or my love, taking it away. I speak of a turning point, a shift, a final call in this season of your life before a major shift takes place, a transformation, a moment where you stand at a spiritual crossroads and the direction you choose will shape what unfolds next, your future. Final does not mean I am walking away, quitting. It means that what comes after this moment will depend on how you respond right now, your choice. I have guided you through countless whispers, soft voices, countless signs, markers, countless nudges, pushes, countless moments when I tried to reach you gently, tenderly, hoping that your heart would pause long enough to truly hear me. But this moment is different, unique. This moment carries the weight of timing that will not repeat in the same way again, because heaven has aligned something precise, exact, delicate, fragile, and time-sensitive for your journey. And your awareness right now is more crucial than you realize, vital. My child, you have reached a point where the next step of your life hinges on your ability to recognize my voice, hear me, to trust my leading, follow me, and to respond to my call, answer me. You are no longer in the early stages where I gently adjust your path in silence, hidden corrections. You are standing at the threshold of something that will require your cooperation, partnership, your openness, vulnerability, your readiness, preparation, and your willingness to move, action. When I say move, step out, that is why this message comes with such urgency, haste. That is why my tone feels stronger, bolder, deeper, resonant, more commanding, authoritative. You are at a spiritual intersection, a junction. One road leads you forward into healing, wholeness, purpose, destiny, growth, expansion, clarity, blessing, favor, and divine alignment, order. The other leads you back into cycles that drained you, loops, patterns that wounded you, scars, relationships that harmed you, toxicity, fears that controlled you, chains, and delays that have already taken too much from your heart, theft.
And I am standing here holding your hand, trying to pull you toward the path that will bring life to your soul, life abundant. I need you to understand this with clarity, see it plainly. Ignoring me now will not make me stop loving you. My love is eternal, but it will bring consequences of delay, waiting. It will bring confusion that could have been avoided, fog. It will bring missed blessings that were meant to reach you in this appointed time, lost gifts. When I say before it's too late, hear me. I am not threatening you. No, I am revealing truth, reality.
There are blessings that come by timing, seasons, not just destiny, fate. There are opportunities that appear when the heart is ready, prepared. There are doors that open only in certain seasons, windows of time. There are healings that begin when you step into surrender, yield. There are breakthroughs that require your participation, your yes. And when heaven aligns these things, orchestrates them, when all the threads come together at the exact moment, the tapestry, the window that opens is precious, rare. If ignored, passed by, it closes, not forever, not eternally, but in ways that delay what was meant to be beautiful and timely, postponement. And I know you have felt some of this tension inside you, the conflict. You felt something shifting without knowing what it meant, changing. You felt moments of restlessness that made no sense, agitation. You felt a quiet pressure in your heart, a weight, like something was calling you forward, beckoning. You felt emotional waves that seemed to come out of nowhere, tides. You felt memories resurfacing, ghosts, old winds coming up, storms, fears confronting you, shadows, desires awakening, hunger, and questions rising, doubts. All signs that your spirit has been preparing for a transition, a crossover. Even when you didn't understand it, grasp it, even when you didn't recognize it as divine stirring, movement, your heart has been opening slowly, gradually, gently, softly, painfully at times, hurting, making room for what I have been trying to give you, creating space. And that is why I say final, last, not because I am done speaking to you, never, but because this is the last message in a long chain of attempts to bring you into this moment of readiness, preparation. He is the final push before the shift, the nudge. It is the final call before the path changes, the turn. It is the final whisper that must become a voice you cannot ignore, a shout. It is the moment where my tone carries urgency because every gentle nudge that came before did not break through the way this moment must, pierce. You have asked me for clarity, vision. You have asked me for signs, wonders. You have asked me to reveal myself, show me. You have asked me for direction, guidance. You have asked me to make your path clear, straight. And I heard every request, listened to every prayer. I saw every moment when confusion clouded your decisions, fogged your mind. Every moment when fear made you hesitate, paused you. Every moment when doubt made you wonder if you were losing yourself, fading. Every moment when your heart longed for something real, true, steady, firm, loving, kind, purposeful, meaningful, and healing, restorative. I saw you trying to find your own answers because you didn't know how to find mine, searching. I saw you navigating life with both courage and trembled uncertainty, brave fear. I saw your heart breaking open quietly as you kept pushing through your days, persevering, and I waited for the moment when your heart would soften enough, melt, open enough, widen enough, ache enough, hurt enough to truly listen, hear. And now you are here, present, not because you are perfect, flawless, not because you did everything right, correct, not because you followed every sign, obeyed, but because your suffering humbled you, lowered you, because your weariness weakened your defenses, tired you, because your longing cried louder than your distractions, screamed, because your spirit finally reached a place where it could feel me again, touch me, because heaven orchestrated this exact moment so that nothing could stop this message from reaching you, inevitable. My child, this message comes with intense compassion and seriousness because I can see what you cannot see yet, the unseen. I can see the blessing that is approaching you, coming, but I can also see the forces that would try to pull you away from it, distract you. I can see the healed version of you waiting on the other side of this choice, whole. But I can also see the broken version of you that will keep suffering if you choose the familiar instead of the divine, shattered. I can see the opportunities forming around you, gathering, but I can also see how easy it would be for you to miss them if your heart closes again, shuts down. I can see the love I want to give you through new relationships and new seasons, connection, but I can also see the loneliness that will remain if you return to what hurt you, isolation. I can see the clarity I want to pour into your mind, light, but I also see the confusion that will come if you continue ignoring your spirit, darkness. I'm not speaking about blame, accusation. I am speaking about love, affection. I am not threatening loss, taking away. I am revealing the danger of delay, waiting too long. I am not speaking finality as an ending, death. I am speaking it as an invitation into something new, birth. When I say final message, hear me. I mean this is the final warning before the shift, the alert, and the final invitation before the blessing, the call. I am not stepping back from you, retreating. I am stepping closer, advancing.
But I am also drawing a line in the sand of your spirit, saying, this is the moment to choose me fully. Decide, because the road ahead requires your surrender, submission. The next chapter requires your attention, focus. The new season requires your willingness, obedience. You cannot walk forward while holding on to what broke you, letting go. You cannot step into blessing while clinging to old wounds, healing. You cannot embrace purpose while fearing change, courage. You cannot receive what I am giving if you keep returning to what I removed, trust. This moment, this message is the turning point where your heart finally meets my intention, alignment. You are more open than you have been in years, receptive. You are more aware, conscious. You are more ready, prepared. Pain softened you, tenderized. Loss made you humble, low. Waiting made you attentive, watchful. Tears made you sensitive, feeling. Loneliness made you search for me again, seeking. Everything you walked through has prepared you for this exact moment, trained you. And so I am speaking with compassion because I know how much you suffered, endured. I am speaking with seriousness because I know how much this moment matters, counts. I am speaking with urgency because I know what is coming, the future. And I am speaking with love because I am determined not to lose you to another cycle of delay or heartbreak. Rescue. My child, breathe. Let your heart settle. Rest. Let your spirit receive what I am saying. Drink it in. My child, let me speak into the quiet places of your heart, the silent rooms, the places you do not show to anyone, hidden, the places you hide behind a steady face and a tired smile, masks, because I know how worn you have become inside, eroded, how drained your soul feels, and how heavy your inner world has been to carry alone, burden. You have been confused for so long, lost in the maze, trying to make sense of emotions that rise and fall without warning, tidal waves, trying to understand why your thoughts spin in circles, dizzy, trying to understand why clarity slips away even when you search for it, grasping at smoke, trying to understand why you feel torn between wanting change and feeling afraid of it, conflict,
trying to understand why your heart feels unsettled even when nothing specific has gone wrong. Anxiety. Confusion has wrapped itself around you like a fog, mist, making it hard for you to trust your choices, decisions, your feelings, emotions, your instincts, gut, and even my voice at times, doubt. And because you cannot see your way forward, blind, you have been feeling empty, hollow. A kind of emptiness that is not dramatic, but quiet, silent void. A hollow feeling that sits in your chest and makes every day feel a little heavier, lead, a little slower, dragging, a little less meaningful, pointless, as if something inside you is missing, gone, but you cannot name what it is. Mystery. You have been tired of trying, exhausted, trying to fix yourself, repair, trying to stay optimistic, hope, trying to keep relationships together, glue, trying to keep consistent, steady, trying to be strong, muscle, trying to stay hopeful, believing, trying to appear stable, solid, trying to move forward when your heart keeps pulling you back, resistance, trying to make progress when you feel like you're barely holding on, slipping. You have been weary from the pressure of always needing to be the resilient one, tough, the thoughtful one, caring, the dependable one, rock, the forgiving one, grace, the strong one, pillar. And I know how deep that weariness runs, to the bone. You have also felt spiritually distant, far away, not because you don't love me, affection, not because you don't want me, desire, not because you walked away, leave, but because your heart has been overwhelmed by everything else pressing in on you, suffocation. You have felt disconnected from your own prayers, silence, unsure whether they reach me, ceiling, unsure whether I hear you, listening, unsure whether you deserve my attention, worth, unsure whether I am close or far, distance, unsure whether your faith is enough, quantity, unsure whether you have disappointed me, failure. This distance you feel is not a sign of failure, mistake. It is the result of emotional weight pressing so heavily on your spirit that it became difficult to feel anything at all, numbness. And that is why numbness has crept over you, slowly, a quiet, heavy numbness that you have been trying to ignore, pretend. You stopped feeling deeply not because you didn't care, apathy, but because caring so much for so long exhausted the tender parts of you, burnout. You stopped reacting not because nothing mattered to you, indifference, but because everything mattered too much, overload. Numbness became the shield that kept you surviving when your emotions became too heavy to process, armor. You have been losing motivation as well, drive, watching your energy fade even for things you once enjoyed, hobbies, watching your drive slip through your fingers, sand, watching your passion dim under the weight of discouragement, darkness. You find yourself staring at tasks that used to come easily, blankly, feeling overwhelmed by things you used to excite, dread, procrastinating not out of laziness, but out of emotional exhaustion, stalling, feeling guilty for not being more productive, shame, more inspired, dull, more engaged, distant, not realizing that your spirit has simply been carrying too much for too long, overload. You have been running on empty without rest, fuel, without replenishment, water, without space to breathe, air. And now your heart is trying to tell you that it is tired, listen, that it needs healing, cure, that it needs comfort, solace, that it needs me, God.
You have also felt unseen, as if the world moves around you without noticing the quiet storms happening inside you, invisible. As if the people close to you only notice your strength, but never the wounds behind it. Mask. As if everything you do goes unnoticed, while everything you feel goes unheard. Silence. You have felt like your pain is invisible. Ghost.
like your efforts are invisible. Nothing. Like your goodness is invisible. Hidden. Like your heart is invisible. Lost. You have felt forgotten at times. Abandoned. Not because people actually forgot you, memory, but because the loneliness inside you grew louder than the reassurance around you. Echo. You have wondered if anyone truly understands you, knows you, if anyone sees the real you beneath your layers, core, if anyone recognizes how hard you are trying just to make it through the day, survival. And this deep sense of invisibility has made you question your worth, value, your purpose, reason, and your place in the world, belonging. All of this has made you lose your sense of direction, compass. You have felt like you are wandering without a clear path, lost, like you are pushing forward without knowing where you are going, blind, like life is moving, flowing, but you are standing still, frozen, like your dreams are drifting away, clouds, like your purpose is fading, sunset, like the map of your future has been erased, blank. You have been trying to figure out where you belong, home, who you are becoming, identity, and what you are meant to do next, plan. And the uncertainty has left you feeling lost, astray, hesitant, pause, and unsure of yourself, doubt. Every time you think you found clarity, light, doubt rises again, shadow. Every time you take a step forward, move, fear whispers that you're going the wrong way, mistake. Every time hope flickers, spark, disappointment tries to put it out, water. You are not lost because you failed. No, you're lost because you've been carrying wounds that cloud your vision, cataracts. My beloved child, hear me now. I have been near you through every single one of these moments, present. You felt alone when you cried, solitary, but I was sitting with you in the silence, companion. My hand on your heart, touch, catching every tear before it reached the ground, precious. You felt like you were breaking, shattering, but I was holding every fractured part of you together, glue. Even when you couldn't feel my hands, numb. You felt weak, frail, but I was strengthening the places inside you that were collapsing under the weight of everything you tried to manage alone, support. You felt confused, dizzy, but I was whispering guidance into your spirit, direction, even when your mind was too overwhelmed to recognize my voice, noise. You felt empty, void, but I was placing new seeds inside you, planting, seeds of hope, bloom, purpose, fruit, identity, roots, healing that had been quietly growing even in seasons when you believed nothing was happening. Winter. You felt tired of trying, fatigue, but I was resting beside you, pause, not demanding more from you, pressure, not pushing you, force, just waiting with you so you didn't endure the heaviness alone, solidarity. I have been near you in every breakdown, collapse, every silent cry, sob, every moment when your heart trembled in the dark, fear. I have watched you wipe your face quickly so no one would see your tears, hiding. I have listened to the thoughts you never said aloud, secrets. I have felt the fear you tried to hide behind your strength, armor. I have held the loneliness you didn't tell anyone about, isolation. I have seen the disappointment that sank into your chest after every setback, anchor. I have watched the quiet battle inside you, war, the one you fought with a bravery you don't even recognize in yourself, hero. And not once, never, not once did I leave your side, stay, even when you couldn't feel me, numbness, even when you doubted my presence, skepticism, even when you questioned whether I cared, doubt. I was closer to you than your own heartbeat, pulse. My tenderness toward you is not weak, soft. It is protective, shield, fierce, lion, deep, ocean, and unchanging, rock. I look at your hidden battles with compassion, kindness, not criticism, judgment. I look at your weariness with love, adoration, not judgment, sentence. I look at your tears with care, concern, not disappointment, letdown. I look at your numbness with understanding, empathy, not frustration, annoyance. I look at your confusion with patience, waiting, not anger, wrath. I have walked with you through every season, winter, spring, summer, fall, every storm, hurricane, every heartbreak, shatter, every fear, terror, and I have never once let you go. Hold. You have felt alone, solitary, but you never were. Accompanied. You have felt unsupported, alone, but I carried you through moments that would have crushed you, lifted. You have felt unseen, invisible, but I have watched every detail of your life with more attention than you could imagine. Focus. You have felt forgotten, erased, but I have engraved your name on my heart, tattooed. My child, I know how tired you are, exhausted. I know how much you've endured, suffered. I know how much of your pain you've held inside, contained. And I need you to understand that the weariness you feel is not a sign of weakness, flaw. It is a sign that your heart has been fighting battles far too heavy for one soul to carry alone. Overload. And now I am asking you to let me carry what has been breaking you from the inside out. Release.
You do not have to stay lost, found. You do not have to stay numb, feel. You do not have to stay exhausted, rest. You do not have to keep pretending you are okay, real. I am here, present. I have been here, past, and I will stay here until every part of you finds rest again, future. My child, let me speak into the deepest places of your memory. Recall the places where pain has settled like dust on a forgotten room inside your heart, attic, because I have seen everything you carried, baggage, and everything you tried to hide, secrets. I saw every heartbreak you lived through, cracks, those moments when love slipped out of your hands even though you gave everything you had, loss. Those moments when someone you trusted broke pieces of your spirit in ways you didn't know how to describe, betrayal. Those moments when your heart felt shattered and you wondered if it would ever feel whole again, broken. I saw how you tried to stay strong even while you were breaking inside, facade. How you tried to laugh through the ache, mask. How you told yourself you would heal, but secretly feared you never would, despair. Your heartbreak was not invisible to me, seen. I stood beside you in every moment your heart cracked under the weight of disappointment and longing. Witness. I saw every betrayal, treason, not just the obvious ones, clear, but the subtle wounds that cut much deeper, deep. The betrayal of friends you trusted, stab. Of people who pretended to care but disappeared when you needed them most, vanishing. Of connections that shifted without warning and left you confused and hurt, change. Of promises broken, lies. Of words used like weapons, arrows. Of loyalty not returned, unrequited. I saw how betrayal taught you to hold your heart tighter, grip, to guard parts of yourself that once felt safe to share, wall, to question whether anyone could truly be trusted, doubt. I watched how each betrayal carved lines of fear and caution across your spirit, scars,
how it made you suspicious of love, wary, hesitant with vulnerability, closed and unsure of your own worth, value. And I held you in those moments when your tears fell, comfort, not just because you felt abandoned, left, but because you felt foolish for believing in someone's sincerity, shame. I saw every disappointment that settled heavy in your chest, lead. Every time you hoped for something that didn't happen, wish. Every time you reached for something that slipped away, miss. Every time you worked hard but saw little progress, toil. Every time life seemed to give less than you poured in, drain. I saw how disappointment layered itself inside you like sediment, layers, building heaviness that you carried without realizing how much it weighed you down, rock. You blamed yourself for outcomes that were never your fault, guilt. You questioned your ability when the truth was that timing and alignment mattered more than effort, doubt. And you took each disappointment as a reflection of your value when it was simply the unfolding of a path you were never meant to walk, misinterpretation. I saw every tear you cried alone, solitude, the ones that fell in the quiet hours of night when the world slept and your mask finally slipped off, revealing. Those tears you wiped quickly so no one would hear or see, secret. The tears you swallowed during the day because life demanded strength instead of vulnerability, choking. The tears that rolled down your face when you thought of everything you had lost, grief, everything that had gone wrong, failure, everything you were afraid of facing, fear. You thought no one saw those tears, unseen. I counted each one, number. I caught them before they reached the ground, catch. I held you in the darkness when your chest tightened with grief and loneliness, embrace. I listened to every shaky breath, inhale, every silent sob, cry, every whispered plea for help that you didn't think anyone heard, prayer. And I heard the prayers you whispered half-broken, fragments, those prayers that didn't sound polished or confident, raw, the prayers that came out as fragments and trembling hopes, pieces, the prayers you whispered with a shaking voice because you didn't know how much more you could take, desperation. The prayers you whispered in frustration when you didn't understand what I was doing, anger. The prayers you whispered out of habit even when your faith fell thin, routine. The prayers you whispered in exhaustion because you didn't have the strength to form full sentences, weak. I heard the prayers you whispered not with your mouth, but with your tears, liquid prayers, with your longing, desire, with your tired body, flesh, with your wounded heart, spirit. I heard the prayers you meant to say but couldn't voice because the pain was too deep to articulate, silent screams. Every cry of your soul arrived me. I also saw the nights you cried silently so no one would hear, mute. The nights you buried your face in your blanket, smother. The nights you pressed your hand against your mouth to muffle your sobs, stifle. The nights you stared at the ceiling with tears streaming down your temples, flow. The nights when your heart felt too swollen to contain the pain inside it, bursting. I saw how you curled up, trying to make yourself small enough to disappear from the weight of everything you were carrying, shrink. I saw how you shook from emotional exhaustion, tremble. I saw how you tried to calm yourself, soothe, telling yourself you had no right to feel this broken, deny, no permission to collapse, strong. But you broke, cracked, and I was with you through every moment of it, presence. Not one drop, not one breath, not one ache slipped past my attention. Notice.
I saw the wounds you carried from childhood, youth. Wounds you thought time had erased, but that still tug on your sense of identity today. Roots. The moments when you felt unwanted, rejected, unheard, ignored, misunderstood, confused, or unloved, cold. The scars from words spoken to you when you were younger that shaped the way you see yourself even now. Labels.
The loneliness you felt before you knew how to describe loneliness, solitude. The pain of not receiving what your heart needed when it was still forming, lack. The belief that you had to earn love, work, prove your worth, show, hide your weaknesses, conceal, or shrink yourself to be accepted, small. Those childhood wounds never went unnoticed by me, seen. I held the child you were, past, and I hold the adult you have become, present. And even now, I am healing the parts of you that have carried those hurts in silence. Cure. I saw the wounds from relationships you trusted, bonds, wounds that shook your belief in connection and love, quake, wounds from people who left without explanation, exit, wounds from people who used your softness for their advantage, misuse, wounds from people who promised consistency but gave you inconsistency, flux, wounds from people who took more than they gave, greed, wounds from people who never valued your loyalty, cheap. I saw how each of those wounds made you question yourself, self-doubt, how they made you feel replaceable, disposable, insufficient, not enough, or unworthy of healthy love, undeserving. But I want you to hear me clearly. Listen. None of those wounds were a reflection of your worth, value. They were reflections of their brokenness, cracks, not yours, whole. I saw the wounds from failures that haunted you, ghosts, the dreams that crumbled, dust, the attempts that fell short, miss, the goals you didn't reach, gap, the mistakes you made while you were only trying to survive, error. You punished yourself for these failures long after I forgave you, sentence. You let them shape your identity, mold, letting them whisper lies that you weren't capable, unable, weren't strong enough, weak, weren't intelligent enough, dull, weren't worthy enough, low. But I saw the courage behind those failures, bravery, the effort you gave, try, the hope you carried, wish, the bravery it took just to try, dare. And I never judged you for falling short, never. I honored you for standing back up again, rise. Come and thank you for being so close, gratitude, for he's been your constant companion, friend. And share this video, spread the love. Stay with me here, in this holy quiet. The storm is passing. Can you feel it? The winds that were howling against your mind are beginning to settle. The waves that threatened to pull you under are turning into a gentle tide, washing over your feet. I have commanded the chaos to be still, and now I am commanding your spirit to match that stillness. I want to speak to you about endurance. You have thought that endurance means never getting tired, never crying, never wanting to quit. But that is not endurance. That is a fantasy. True endurance is what you have been doing. It is trembling and still taking a step. It is crying and still praying. It is feeling weak and still refusing to let go of my hand. I am so proud of your endurance. You did not break, even when you thought you did. You bent, but you did not snap. Now, I am bringing the second wind. You know the feeling of running until your lungs burn, until you think you cannot take another step, and then, suddenly, a new breath comes. That is what I am breathing into you right now. Ruach, the breath of God. Inhale it. Let it fill the spaces where disappointment carved out a hollow place. Let it expand your capacity. You are going to finish this race, and you are going to finish strong. I want to talk about the seasons of silence. You have hated the silence. You have interpreted it as my absence. But the teacher is always quiet during the test. I was not ignoring you. I was watching you. I was watching what you had learned take root. I was watching you build muscle in the dark.
The silence was not a void, it was a womb. Something was being formed in the quiet that could not be formed in the noise. Now, the birthing time is near. Let us talk about vision. Your vision has been clouded by tears, blurred by the fog of war. But I am giving you eye salve. I am restoring your spiritual sight. You will see farther than you have ever seen before. You will see the reason behind the pain. You will see the strategy behind the struggle. You will see the victory before it manifests. Lift up your eyes, my child. Look at the horizon, not the mud at your feet. I want to address the spirit of orphanhood. Even though I know I am your father, there are days you live like an orphan, scrounging for crumbs, fighting for survival, protecting yourself because you think no one else will. Lay down your weapons. You are not an orphan. You are an heir. An heir does not beg. An heir receives. An heir does not strive. An heir rests in the assurance of their inheritance. I have prepared a table for you. Sit down and eat. I want to heal the disappointment you have with yourself. You had a timeline in your head. You thought you would be further along by now, married by now, successful by now, healed by now. And because you are not where you thought you should be, you feel like you have failed. Tear up your timeline. It is a human construct. My timing is perfect. You are exactly where I need you to be to get to where I am taking you. You have not missed the boat. I am the captain of the boat, and I have held it for you.
I want to speak to the creativity that has been blocked. Trauma has a way of shutting down the imagination. You stopped dreaming because it hurt to hope. But I am unclogging the well. Flow is coming back. You will dream again. You will create beauty out of ashes. You will write the song, build the business, paint the canvas, nurture the family. Your creativity is a weapon against the darkness. Use it. Let us talk about influence. You think you are small, insignificant, but your life is a seed. When a seed is buried, it looks like it is gone, but it is actually influencing the soil around it, breaking open to release life. You have influenced people you do not even know. Your kindness in the grocery store, your smile when you were hurting, your integrity when no one was looking. It mattered. I have been keeping a record. Your ripple effect is eternal. I want to break the fear of man. You have worried too much about what they think, what they say, how they perceive you. Who are they? They are created beings, just like you. Why do you give them power over your joy? I am the only audience that matters. If I approve of you, who can condemn you? If I am for you, who can be against you? Walk with your head high, not in pride, but in confidence of whose you are. I want to speak to your sleep patterns again. I know the insomnia, the racing thoughts at 3 a.m. This is often the enemy's time to whisper lies. I claim the night watch for you. I command your sleep to be sweet. When you wake up in the night, do not worry. Turn it into worship. If you cannot sleep, speak to me. I am awake and I am listening. Let the night be a time of communion, not torment. I am healing your memory. Pain has a way of etching itself deep, while joy fades quickly. You remember the insults clearly, but you forget the compliments. I am flipping the script. I am washing away the stinging memories of rejection, and I am bringing to your remembrance every word of prophecy, every promise, every moment of pure joy. Remember the goodness of the Lord. Make a memorial stone in your mind of the times I came through for you. I want to talk about spiritual warfare. You have felt attacked, beaten down. You wonder why the battle is so hard.
It is because the territory you are taking is valuable. The enemy does not fight for empty land. He fights for gold mines. You are a gold mine, my child. There is treasure in you that is worth fighting for. Stand your ground. Put on the full armor. The battle is not yours, it is mine, but you must show up on the field. I want to speak to the single people who feel forgotten. I see your longing for companionship. It is a holy desire. I put it there. Do not let the waiting turn into bitterness. Do not lower your standards to fill a void. I am writing a love story that you cannot write for yourself. Trust my pen. And for those who are married but feel lonely, I am the restorer of broken bridges. I can turn water into wine in a marriage just as easily as I did in Cana. Invite me into the relationship and watch what I do. I want to give you a spirit of gratitude. It is the key that unlocks the door to abundance. When you complain, you remain. When you praise, you are raised. Find 10 things to thank me for right now, even small things, the breath in your lungs, the roof over your head. Gratitude shifts the atmosphere. It builds a landing strip for miracles. I want to talk about simplicity. You have complicated your life with too many obligations, too many wants, too much noise. Come back to the simple things, the beauty of a sunrise, the taste of bread, the sound of laughter. I am in the simple things. Unclutter your soul. Prune the branches of your life that are not bearing fruit so that the good branches can thrive. I want to speak to your legacy again. You were worried about your children or your lack of children. You are worried about what you will leave behind. The greatest legacy is a life lived in love. The prayers you have sown into the atmosphere do not die when you die. They hover over your bloodline for 1,000 generations. You are building cathedrals in the spirit that your eyes cannot see. Trust me with your seed. I am releasing a new sound in you, a sound of victory. You have been singing the song of the victim for too long, the dirge of the oppressed. Change the channel. Sing the song of the overcomer. Shout unto God with the voice of triumph, even before the wall falls. The sound of your praise is a weapon. It confuses the enemy. He does not know what to do with a believer who worships in the dark. I want to confirm your calling. You have doubted if you really heard me. You have thought, who am I to do this? You are exactly who I chose. I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. Moses had a stutter. David was the youngest. Gideon was afraid. Peter was impulsive. You fit right in. Your weakness is the canvas for my strength. Say yes again. I want to bring you into rest, not just sleep, but Sabbath rest, a rest that stops striving, stops performing, stops worrying. Enter into my rest. Cease from your own works as I did from mine. Trust that I am working while you are resting. The world spins without your help because I hold it. You can let go. As we end this hour, I want you to visualize yourself handing me your backpack. Take it off your shoulders. It's heavy, worn out, full of rocks. Hand it to me. I am taking it. Now stand up straight. Feel the lightness. That's how I want you to walk. Light, free, unburdened. You are my child. I am your father, and that is enough. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace be with you. Amen and amen.